There are a ton of characters in this 1,000+ chapter epic known as One Piece. When we think of some of the best, and even some small side characters, rivalries are more than abundant. Rivalries are great because not only does it make for great character interactions, but it gives us a benchmark for us to be able to compare characters in strength or their place in the story. Today, we're going to talk about one of the earliest rivalries we get in the story. That's right, today we're talking about the two apprentices of the Pirate King, Shanks and Buggy. Shanks and Buggy's connection was first shown to us way back in East Blue during the Orangetown arc, where Buggy is first introduced. In Buggy's flashback in this arc, we see that as pirate apprentices, Shanks and Buggy have very different ideologies and views on what it means to be a pirate. Buggy believes in treasure over everything, while Shanks only sees getting treasure as just one aspect of being a pirate. It's really interesting that Buggy is kind of surprised at this point that Shanks even has the ambition to become a pirate captain one day. They both understand that they're not trying to be on each other's crews and vow to meet again as captains on the open seas. Shanks was there when Buggy ate his devil fruit, and Shanks ultimately saved him from dying because Buggy fell into the ocean. But Buggy also lost a treasure map in this exchange, and blamed Shanks for that and never forgave him for it. In this final saga of One Piece, we will see these two of the four emperors cross paths again, chasing the same goal of capturing the One Piece. Why do they want the One Piece? It's a little bit different for each of these characters. Let's take a quick look at the different ideologies of Buggy and Shanks. Now, in One Piece, Buggy is seen as more of a goofy comic relief type character that fails his way to the top. But in Orangetown, Buggy is introduced as a serious villain, and he's kind of a savage. This is basically the Buggy arc, and there's one big theme to this arc: treasure. Buggy wants the treasure that's in the town. Nami steals treasure from the pirates so she can get enough money to buy her town back from Arlong. Chow Chow, the dog, has a treasure that's an old bar that belonged to his late owner back when they were still alive. The mayor's treasure is the village itself that Buggy is destroying and the citizens of said village. Luffy's treasure, of course, is his signature straw hat that Shanks gave him. Um, Zoro, I don't remember if Zoro mentions his treasure, but let's just assume it's his prized sword, the Wado Ichimonji, or some sake. Hmm. Near the end of this arc, we see Buggy react to Luffy saying he's going to become the Pirate King, and Buggy goes off on Luffy for saying that so lightly and tells him that he will be the one to get the world's greatest treasure. Now, this may seem like a quick one off line, but in recent chapters, it's become very clear that this is a passion that Buggy has had at the beginning of the story that never truly left him. As we see Buggy progress through the story, we see his uncanny leadership abilities press through again and again. Having a similar ability to spark a light in the people he interacts with, as Luffy does, Buggy is a natural born leader. Shanks has always seemed like that carefree guy that just takes each day as it comes and takes care of his own. The kind of guy that would just share a beer with the world's greatest swordsman. While we only get some glimpses into Shanks's pirate ideology, our vision of him have become more and more clear and subsequently less and less clear as the story continues. In Buggy's flashback, we see that Shanks doesn't believe treasure to be the be all end all of pirate life. In the intro to One Piece, Romance Dawn, Shanks shows some of the values he's proven to hold the dearest: living a carefree life, enjoying that time with the people you care about, protecting those people, and protecting the future of the next generation. Shanks' role in the story so far has been one of Luffy's ultimate inspiration and mentor, and the great balancer of the One Piece world. Once he finds out Ace is going after Blackbeard, he tries to meet with Whitebeard to not only stop the Marineford War from happening, but also to maybe save the life of Roger's son in the process. When Whitebeard won't stop Ace, Shanks still stops Kaido from appearing at Marineford and making things even worse. When that war was close to being too far gone, he stepped up and put an end to it. Not before saving the life of a future hero of the Marines who was brave enough to stand up to Admiral Akainu. Which shows that Shanks doesn't just care about the future of the pirate world, but the world at large. Even in the post-time script, these values have been maintained, as Shanks uses his amazing conqueror's haki to save Momonosuke from Green Bull, stating how much he must fear the new generation. It's also revealed that Shanks's greater fleet is mainly comprised of weaklings who could not protect themselves without his protection. Shanks quickly shows what will happen to anyone who threatens the people close to him, making quick work of Eustace Captain Kit. While Shanks's past prior is relatively unknown, some of his actions and other figures in the One Piece world leave a lot of room for us to speculate. Why would Shanks be able to have a meeting with the Gorosei during one of the busiest times of the year for Marijois? And who is the pirate he wanted to speak of? The new addition of the Holy Knights in the story, whose head shares the same last name as Shanks in Figureland, may shed light on Shanks' origins, but I believe his ideology was gained on the ship of the Pirate King, Gol D. Roger. Neither Buggy or Shanks really seemed like they had much interest in going after the One Piece for a majority of the story. However, as we see now, it has been on their minds the whole time. They were on Roger's ship all the way through his final journey to Laugh-Tale, where Buggy happened to get sick, so both stayed on the ship and never saw the One Piece. On the ship, they vowed to take their own trip to Laugh-Tale on their own pirate voyages. However, after the Roger pirates disbanded and Roger was nearing his death, he told Shanks something that made him cry. Whatever it is that Roger told Shanks is one of the biggest missing pieces to understanding his character. On the day of Roger's execution, Buggy was surprised to see Shanks change his tune on going after the One Piece. This broke Buggy's heart, as he truly believed Shanks was going to be the one to follow in Roger's footsteps. Buggy proceeded to fail his way up the pirate food chain, from pirate to warlord, and now emperor status. Seeing that Shanks is going for the One Piece finally lit a spark in Buggy to go after his true dream of the world's greatest treasure once again. And I believe that it is on this island of Laugh-Tale that these two shall meet once again, as equals and as rivals.